Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and I thought I'd talk about these escape devices. This is the first handcuff key I started carrying on me in my EDC belt, and it's still not wanting to focus. Focus, there we go. And this is a $11 handcuff key, has a hollow shaft to get into those type of handcuffs, and it also comes with a secondary lock key or device for handcuffs have double locks. And I kept this on me when I wore my EDC belt, traveling and stuff. And keep in mind, I have no intention of breaking the law, and I have no intention of trying to escape legal detainment of any type. But it came with my Wazoo survival bracelet, and I was like, oh, I'll put it in my Wazoo belt. And so that's what I did. And I have kind of a weird fantasy that involves handcuffs and keys and stuff. I'm going to tell you about it here in a little bit. Trust me, it's not as bizarre as it may sound when I just told you, but it is a kind of a fantasy of mine. But this comes with a different handcuff key, and as you can see, it has the two prongs right here. It's hollow right there, and it's on this bracelet. This is the, let me get the package, the G.T.F.O wristband plus HK3 handcuff key. And this is kind of an anti-abduction, anti-kidnapping device. The thought process is that, I'm not going to put this at my camera, that you get the bracelet like this, and you, probably more like that, and you kind of slingshot it into auto glass to escape auto glass or an automobile. And the handcuff key costs extra to get on there, and I went ahead and got it because I'm weird, I guess. But I'm going to show a clip at the end of this video of me using this glass breaker, and you can get your own opinion of it through that video. So the reason why I got this, the main reason I got it, is because I keep a rescue knife in my vehicle. And so if I'm in a wreck, or if someone else is in a wreck, I can knock out that window and either get out or get someone else out. But I'm not always in my vehicle. I might be riding with a friend or another family member that does not have a rescue knife or glass breaker in their vehicle. So I thought, hey, how convenient is that? Put this around my wrist, and I have a glass breaker as a part of my fashion. And it's not real noticeable, I probably should have got black, but I decided to get the burgundy one, and it kind of blends in a little bit with my other bracelets that do not come off. I don't know if tungsten can rust, so I don't know if I'll keep this one on when I shower or whatever. Generally, these bracelets never come off at all unless I'm scuba diving, and the last time I scuba dived, I did not take them off. So these things haven't been off in years. But anyways, I got two handcuff keys now, and let me tell you a weird thing that I've thought about often. And ever since I got a handcuff key and stuff, keep in mind, I have no intention of breaking the law. I have no intention of escape. But if I ever broke the law to the point where I was detained and was taken downtown or whatever, I always had this weird fantasy of, me being handcuffed and me getting loose of those handcuffs. And then when the police officer drives me to the station and opens up my door, I just walk out, drop the handcuffs, and walk into the police station voluntarily. This little fantasy of mine used to include me handcuffing the police officer to the vehicle and then me walking into the police station, but that would clearly be assault on a police officer. I do not want to do that, so I modified this little fantasy to be like, okay, this might be legal or in a gray area where I won't get in big trouble. But I always thought that'd be like a cool little movie moment where, you know, someone's arrested, whether they're protesting or, you know, they have a warrant for unpaid parking tickets, something that's not very violent or anything, but, you know, they have a handcuff key on them, they're handcuffed, and they get out of the handcuffs, and the police officer opens the door to transport them into the county, and then they just, you know, get free, drop the handcuffs, and just walk on into the police station. And I thought that was just a classic comedy moment, and I often thought to myself, if I was ever in that situation, I think that would be hilarious. So that is my strange fantasy with handcuff keys. Obviously, these hideaway handcuff keys are made so if you're detained or arrested illegally, that you can get out. And some of you might think, well, you know, you can't argue with a police officer on the streets. The best thing you do is to comply and to work it out in the court systems. And I'll generally agree with you with that. But there's been a very few accounts of police officers abusing their power to arrest women or detain women, rape them, and then either kill them or drop them off somewhere. So there is a place for legal handcuff key ownership. If you know, and there's even been people in police departments and, you know, experts saying, hey, if you're a woman by yourself in the dark on a dark street, a police officer turns on the lights and whoop whoop tries to pull you over to drive to a busy or a street or stretch of road before stopping for the police officer, because this stuff sadly has happened. So like I said, you might be in a country where you don't want to be in the legal system, or you might just be a woman who's by themselves and you're being taken advantage of by a police officer. You know, there is a actual purpose to own and carry a handcuff key. So, food for thought. Obviously, the best thing you can do is comply if you're legally being detained. Don't do something stupid. But if you're a woman by yourself on a dark street and you have no idea why the police officer's pulling you over, one, try to pull over in a heavily trafficked area, and two, this could come in handy. Alright, YouTube, this is the demo of the Get the F Out bracelet. I got a Sprite, a Mexican Sprite bottle. In past videos where I did glass breakers, I've always maintained that glass Coke bottles or Mexican Sprite bottles are a little bit tougher because they're domed, they're thick, and they are different from auto glass. But I truly believe they're a little bit tougher to break than auto glass when you have a glass breaker. Break auto glass, it usually shatters into 1,000 pieces. This will sometimes break into bigger pieces. That being said, this is the bracelet. There's the tungsten thing, and we want to see if we can break the Sprite bottle. And I missed. See, I think auto glass is a little bit... We got a indentation right there. But auto glass is... This is designed to break auto glass. There we go. Hit that one more time in case you can't see it. So there we go, we broke a Sprite bottle. And like I said, the Sprite bottle didn't break into 1,000 pieces. Obviously, auto glass, you're going to shatter this, and it's tempered glass, and it's going to shatter into 1,000 pieces. This is really made as an anti-kidnapping device. Has the handcuff key, the glass breaker. I have no auto glass to do at the moment, but there it is. That's the video. I went with the burgundy one because I thought it was dark enough that it won't draw attention to itself, but it wasn't black. Black isn't terrible, but I just wanted something a little bit different, and I went with burgundy. So that's it. That's the video. I'm a Satsu 5, and I'm out.